pause. I feel like I already know your guys' answer,
Okay.
because I just know you guys. But this was off of a tweet that Justin liked that I thought was funny. It was a retweet that he liked, but I think the initial tweet was interesting. And it says, "You're offered $50,000, but if you accept it, the person you hate the most in the entire world gets $100,000. Are you taking it?"
I remember the retweet too, and I
Yes.
agree because that means that I get both because I hate myself the most in the world.
No, you
No,
don't.
that's what the retweet
No,
was.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
The retweet is funny
That's
though.
what it said, yeah.
The retweet's
Yeah.
funny
Why not, dude? Why not?
because we're
Yeah.
not trying to see people win and that we hate out here. No, I'm
That's
just
the
Yeah.
kidding.
thing.
But honestly, like if you think of what
So the person you
I
hate
can't
the
really
most, Justin,
imagine.
you don't got to name names, but until off the pod, but
Off the
you
pod
wouldn't
talk.
you wouldn't care just gifting them 100 G's so you could
I
have
mean,
50
is it
G's.
from me? Like how does this work? What's the
I imagine
logistics
they
of
have to
that?
know, right? It's like,
I could block them on the gram, and then just take my money and that's a big enough amount of money.
yeah,
pay off loans, be able to pay other shit off. I gotta pay for a wedding,
yeah.
so let's
Tell
see.
them.
They're gonna hire Diplo for their wedding or something, but you know what? It's all good.
I think I think you have to take the money. Like you have to like almost you can't be so petty where you don't let yourself win because
Mhm.
you want to see someone not win at all. Like
That's not
you're
not winning at all. Like it's not like you have to like take money from the person. Like you're just, I don't know.
but then you're stopping yourself from getting richer because you don't want that person to be richer than you.
Okay.
It's true. It's true.
So it's like I think you almost in the situation have to be like, you know what? I just gotta take the money. Times are tough.
Times are tough.
I mean, I have to say I would have a hard problem taking the money. I would have a hard time taking the money.
Now, so you have a hard time taking it. So what's the threshold that you would take it? Like, is there a certain number that you would get that it doesn't matter what number they would get, or
Ooh.
so like
See,
let's
but
say
here's the
your
thing. If
number's
it's
like $1 million.
always more than mine, just the
Yeah.
fact that I'm like granting them that luxury
It won't
is
let you
like,
sleep at night.
it's just like, it would just irk me knowing that they're getting that luxury because of me.
So almost like Justin's question. So how much more would they have to get or not get for you to actually accept the money?
I feel like there's two parts to it. So it's one, almost like you said, it's not that I don't want to see that person win, but I don't want to fucking give them any gifts. All right. So it's not even like if it was $20, like I don't want to gift them $20. Like they don't deserve it. But it would definitely have to be even. But it would be hard for me if it was like, all right, you get 50,000, but the person you hate the most is also getting 50 G's. And they're just coming up on 50 G's because of me. That would also bother me.
You just can't fathom that happening.
No,
It'll keep you up at night.
It
Like you
wouldn't
have
keep me
this
up at night, but it would be
haunt you.
unsettling for me. Yeah.
So you would
And then imagine I see that person fucking whipping in a fucking like
In a foreign.
yeah, in a brand new car, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I just got a fucking 100 rack." Like,
Yeah, Joe Biden, he just hit me up. He hit me with that stimmy. I don't know what happened. They just said your name on it, but I don't know
you
why.
would not take 50,000
it would be really
just
tough.
but would
There's
you
a lot
not
of
take it?
it's pretty close. Like there's a lot of turmoil in me just thinking about just me thinking about this hypothetical
is itching you. Like it's
is
bugging you
itching me.
already.
It kind of is.
But but the thing is, like, you're pretty much saying like, hey, $50,000. Think of what you could do with that. You could put like a down payment on something that could help you towards getting a house, that could help you towards paying some of your debt. That could help a lot. You're gonna say no to 50,000.
What if it was even like let's up it. Let's say it was like 1 million to 2 million.
It makes it worse.
That makes it worse.
That makes it worse. I feel
that makes
like
it
that
better
makes it
for
worse.
you.
It makes it better for me, but I feel like it makes it worse because now this person's got 2 milli.
But it's almost like once you start getting more money, like, you know, the lines blur a little bit.
It's not that the lines blur, but then it's like, okay, like, all right, I'm like, oh, I got $1 million. I'm gonna go buy a house. It's probably like a studio in LA.
And then you get outbid by the person with 2 million.
Now Justin, now he gets it. He's starting to get it. He's starting to get it.
He knows what's going on. That's tough, but that gets you out of like 1 mil, Arthur. You know you're taking that.
I don't know if I'm taking that. I don't know if I'm taking that.
You don't know if you're taking that.
Think about that now. Like now, this person's whipping it in a fucking like Lamborghini.
I call cap. You don't know if you're taking that.
Yummy. Yeah, I think you guys all probably know who the person is.
I believe
so. You guys, we don't have to go off the pod. You guys already know who this person is.
Hey, no. You got to pay for our Patreon to hear off pod content.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying it. I know you guys know. Like, so, okay, all of a sudden I see this person whipping a Lambo. They got a fucking house in Hidden Hills. And like, yeah, I got my nice Millie house, but it's like, okay, well, they got all this money and they got money left over to be fucking investing in fucking Doge before it pops off. Like,
yeah, they got a bigger pool than Kanye, and Kanye's pool is nice, but you know, theirs is just bigger, you know?
Yeah.
Dang, it's the way that I actually feel like you won't take this money. And that's what's bugging me.
It's pretty close. Like,
all right, so what if it's okay, let's flip it now. If you're 2 million and they're 1 million, do you take it because you're more? Or is that still hurt that they're still getting $1 million?
I think that I could do that.
Okay.
I could do that.
You could do that now.
Once you go over,
I could do that.
Okay, but not equal.
Now that you're the one coming up, you could do that.
Yeah. The whole thing is I hate them. Like, the thing is I fucking despise them.
Maybe me and Justin just don't hate.
I know you guys don't. I knew this was going to be your guys' answer. I knew this was going to be your guys' answer. You'd be like, yeah, fuck it. Like, I don't even know the person who I would be able to gift the money to. Like,
that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, I can think of a couple of people who annoy me, but hate's a pretty strong word.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I'm like, I mean, I don't really have anyone that I hate, so this money gonna get split with just like.
We don't have any ops, you know.
Yeah, we don't. Arthur got one big ass op. If you don't want to take a milli.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Tough.
That's tough though.
Well, hopefully this gets offered to me and not to you.
Yeah.
I know, because then if it gets offered to you, then I'm getting 100 G's.
There's no comeback.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that tough though? They offer it to Yami and then she says yes. You don't know who the person is, and then you get the check. You're like, oh damn.
You're like, oh.
I'd probably just assume that it was offered to somebody else until I saw the 50 G's in Yami's bank account.
You're like, I got this check. It was a blank check, the signed of 100K actually, but
here's the thing. I feel like, and Yami and I talk about this, sometimes I can have such a polarizing personality. I could be getting multiple of these checks if these things going on. I feel like there's a couple people who would probably be willing to be like, fuck it, like I'm gonna take the money. Meanwhile, I'm fucking just racking up dough.
Now you have multiple ops. That's what you're saying. Or people have you on their list.
I feel like there's probably multiple people that probably have me on their ops list. They'd be like, man, fuck that guy.
See, and then that makes them even more upset because collectively they're making you more wealthy.
A richer man.
Yeah, let's go. But yeah, I definitely think I would struggle.
I could tell by the way.
I believe you.
I don't doubt that. I do not doubt that for 1 second.
And then don't get me started, because Justin said I could block my IG. They already blocked, but then I know half my family follow them. and then I'm just gonna have to hear like, hey, did you hear so and so just fucking went on like a month trip to like Italy? And be like, oh no, thanks for telling me. So it's just
Did you
gonna
see
constantly
that they just like they rented out Dodger Stadium with Drake? They were
Yeah.
having dinner
With
with
Drake?
Yeah, they actually got Drake, Kanye, and Jay-Z to all hang out together.
Yeah.
She
all
they
shooting hoops.
Yeah.
they were the one that actually got Jay-Z to rap on Kanye's song.
Yeah. They brokered it. But they had to
they
pitch
were-
in some money, but they had it because
yeah, they had,
somebody gave
yeah,
them
somebody
gave them some free money.
Thank God someone did.
Oh man. Dang.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean, in the end, I probably would, but it would be pretty tough.
You wouldn't be happy about it.
I wouldn't enjoy it. I wouldn't enjoy my 50 rack so easily.
You just wake up at night and be like, fuck.
No, like
Suffering
as a
from success.
because here's the thing too, like 50,000 goes pretty fast. Like that
Mhm.
is a large sum of money, and can be life-changing money, but like we all know ways that we could spend 50 G's like that, whether
I
it's
could
a down
spend it
payment.
before midnight.
Yeah,
10:30 right now.
I could spend it like when it's in my account, but it's kind of like in that pending phase where it doesn't actually show my balance, but it's part of my available balance.
Damn,
I
you're
could-
already spending it and it's not even on the account.
It could, yeah, it's a part of the available balance. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like it
It's
hits,
still pending though.
it's pending,
Yeah.
but it's like, go ahead and spend it because we trust you. But it's not like official yet. Like your paychecks do that. Like I could spend it all before it gets put into the actual fund. By the time it's calculated, it's already going to be minused. Like 50 G's is like not that much. Even 100 G's when you really think about it nowadays. I mean, if you think like if you had a car payment just paying off your car, like, you know, that's already, if the 50 G's, that's already probably a portion of it. Like Justin said, a wedding. Yeah, he hasn't had it yet, but like he could easily waste 50 G's on a wedding. Like, you know,
yeah.
Mhm.
so like that money could be gone quick. I mean, if you have any type of student loans, most likely 50 G's could go pretty quick, or even 100 G's or a large portion of it. Like, and then if you want to get a house, that's gone. Like, and so is 100 G's. Like, it's just done.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, anything less than like 500K in California is going to be gone in a second.
yes,
Going to a house.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.